Hello ladies and gents, and welcome to Nubs Does Unravel. I would admit, played through Unravel. I've played through the whole game, as you can see by my lovely collection of stamps. Well, not stamps, but little cottony brooches, yarny brooches. I played it through in a couple of hours, and I really loved the game, and I did live stream it, but the commentary wasn't very good, so I'm going to play through it again, and I'm going to tell you what I think of it as I go. I'm going to start with the first mission. For those of you who don't know, this is Yarny. He is a creature made of yarn, and he's incredibly cute. It's a basic puzzle platformer, very basic puzzles. You've got jumps, you've got a little lasso which you can fire, and a few more advanced controls as we go. But basically jumping, swinging, climbing, and tying things. Lots of physics-based puzzles to do with objects floating and you jumping on them to float over things, or swinging, hanging, things like this. So this is the start of the game, and here's Yarny leaving the house. There isn't really much of a story to this. It's kind of personal, I guess, what you get from the story. There's no words, just a few pictures of a family and an old lady walking around inside the house. Obviously there are memories involved, and Yarny is looking for memories. And butterflies, apparently. The animation in this game is so unbelievably adorable. It's a beautiful game. I can't get over how good this looks. I mean, you could get a really nice expensive camera, plonk it outside on a sunny day in the garden, and still not get shots that look as nice as this. The effort that's gone into this game is fantastic. Especially the character animations. The way his head just looks around at stuff is amazing. Like this butterfly, this sneak. Oh, let's get it, let's get it. And the music is charming. However, as you can see, as Yarny runs, he leaves behind a trail of yarn, and he unravels. Hence the name of the game. And he can't go any further than this. Otherwise, you see, he starts removing his neck. So, you need to get more yarn. That bundle of yarn up there will basically act as a checkpoint. Yarny absorbs the yarn and is now full again. And that's the basic premise of the game. A few little handy tidbits. You can move objects like this. You can climb back up the yarn that you've already left. There is falling damage. You wouldn't think so for a creature made of yarn, but there is. Well, not damage so much. You either die or you don't. It's a very fluid platformer, and I don't like platform games. I don't like platform games at all. I never have done. Not since Jazz Jackrabbit back in the 90s. And these memories pop up every now and then of children playing and things. Obviously we're travelling down the yarn. I've seen other people reviewing the game and heard them talking about it, and they're quite disparaging about the puzzles, saying sometimes it's not obvious what the solution is, and it's not easy enough to complete the game. But I mean, those of you who watch the live stream, you'll know that I'm lying a little bit. I did struggle with some puzzles, but it wasn't really the puzzles that got me stuck so much. It was just not being able to control the game, because I'm not good at platformers. The puzzles themselves are fairly simple. It's normally things like grab all the apples and put them in the hole to fill the hole, and then climb over the hole. I'm coming down here to see if there's a yeah, there was a secret collectible down here, but I've already collected it. See that little yarn thing? You can pull the thistles down, and then behind the thistles was a little brooch. But I've already got the brooch, so I'm still missing one from this game, from this level, which I intend to collect at some point. Onwards and upwards, eh? Alrighty. Let's tie on to this one. Sometimes I'm a bit cat-handed, as like I said, I don't do platform games, but the game's controls are so fluid and there's no delay at all. I'm using an Xbox controller, by the way. So, I mean, I don't see any reason why I wouldn't use an Xbox controller. Some people use the keyboard, but I think an analog stick helps with the aiming of the lasso a little bit more than perhaps a keyboard would. I, to be honest, just love the Xbox controller. I think it's a really good purchase, really good value for money. Okay, so now we've reached the checkpoint. This is where we were when I loaded the game just now. You may remember. Okay, so this is the first kind of little puzzle bit, I guess. As far as I can remember, there's a little pit down here, which I can't climb up. Because if you try and climb up the pit, it fills with water, and that's very bad. Yanni doesn't drown, obviously, because he doesn't have lungs, but Yanni does go soggy. And the last thing you want is soggy yarn, and in this case, dead yarn. Still not entirely clear of the mechanics behind making yarn live in the first place, but there you go. What was the name of that book, or series of books about giant life-sized magic dolls that came to life and pretended to be normal humans? I used to love that book. They used to be scary, but I used to love it. It's really annoying when you can't remember something like that from your childhood. If anyone does remember, please tell me in the comments, because I'd like to read it again, actually. I like going back and reading books from my childhood. Yeah, life-size human dolls. I think they had a dog as well, and they all had to pretend to be a family who didn't age. I believe the father of the family even had a job. Night security guard, night watchman. So he, not the Night's Watch, obviously. Knitted wool wouldn't be that good on Night's Watch. Or that's fire. Okay, so you can restart. Wow, there's such a tangent there, isn't there? Yanni would not be able to blend in and get a job as a security guard. It's the ears, I think, give him away, and the fact his eyes are made of fabric. Okay, reclining chair. I think we can guess what we have to do here, although apparently I can't. I've got it wrong. Boom! Recline. Thank you. Now, we've got options. We can go up. And I believe there was a collectible up here as well before. But if we go up, then we'll quickly find that we run out of yarn. And we're just hanging in the wind. So obviously I've missed some yarn somewhere, I believe. And this is where the yarn trail becomes important, because I can't reach it if I go to it like that. I have to... might as well put it down while I'm here. I have to climb back up and over. You can't really get stuck like this because you can always climb back up your own yarn, but it does mean sometimes if you're moving objects you have to think carefully about the route you take. Jump over that. I'm assuming. The other complaint a lot of people have is that you can't tell which objects are part of the foreground and which are part of the background, and I can see why that would be said about things like the like tree branches sometimes, but honestly I've never had that issue with... oh no, I've already got that one. I've never had that issue with things like the sunflowers and so on, so I think they did a really good job. Come on, bike. Come on. Up we go. No, still not gonna work. Come on. I was hoping I could ride it down there, but apparently not. I can ride it. Yay! I like the little transport sections. There are quite a few of these, and surfing Yanni is pretty cool. He handles himself quite well. Now, obviously we've got the loops up in the top left, but do we also have something? Oh yeah, we did have a secret down here, but I've already got that. Okay. Continuing onwards. Where to? I have to say the physics in this game are exemplary. The weight that Yanni has seems just about right for someone his size. I guess in reality he'd be a little lighter and wouldn't have quite as much momentum as he seems to. But for the sake of making a game, I think they've done a good job. It's just such a relaxing game to play. I could play this, and I have played this for hours. Recently I've been finding myself a little bit disheartened with gaming. I've been a little unimpressed with games lately. I've even been buying new releases like XCOM 2 and just not really been playing them. I had been sat there thinking, I'll play it for 10 minutes. But then I put it down and I just watch TV instead. I'll do some work. Whereas this game, I don't have the TV on in the background, which is almost unique in itself. I can just sit and play it because it's so entrancing. It's just absolutely charming. And the music is just enough. Oh, hedgehog! Hello? Some of the animals are incredibly cute. Little hedgehog. I do like how they're not scared of Yanni either. I'd be disappointed if they were scared of Yanni. Try and get the swing together. Oopsie daisy. That was unnecessary, but fun. Sudden change of atmosphere. The sun has gone, and now it's a bit dark and mouldy. So, a lot of the time, people who complained about the game saying they didn't know what they were supposed to do overlooked the fact that these loops are normally there for a reason. I don't think I've ever really seen one there for fun. And they're saying they're not sure which items can be moved, which is odd to me because to me it's fairly obvious the stack of bricks can't be moved because they're in front of and behind Yanni and far too big for him to move. So to me it's obvious that you have to push the tin of tea, I think it is, up here, and then use the tin to get up here. Hopefully that's not just me being a cocky little shit, and actually it is fairly obvious. I can't honestly tell you it's a difficult game. It's a fun game, it's a relaxing game. Which some people would say is a bad thing, but you know, sometimes that's what people want. I think everyone needs a bit of fun sometimes. I feel like that could have gone better. See that brooch there on the handle is the end of the game. Is the end of the level. So I've obviously missed the last secret again. And I think it was on the other shelf. Because as we came out the window, there was another little loop of yarn that I missed. So I'm not going to go back and do that now. I just got an achievement for something that I'd already completed. How unusual. Yeah, I'm not going to go back and do that level now. However, I believe that's probably enough for our first episode, so I'm going to call it a day there. Tune in for more Yanni, and check out my other videos as well. Give me a like if you like it, If you don't like it, I guess you can give me a dislike, but you know, you don't have to. Subscribe either way, because if you hate it, you want to see more and shout at your computer, absolutely fine. I'll take hateful comments. And if you like it, please subscribe, because you're the type of people I need. Thank you very much for watching, and have a lovely day.